So this week's vlog is what I eat in a week. So it's currently Sunday afternoon and we have decided to have like dinner for lunch today. So we're actually going to be having nachos, which is not something we would normally have for lunch, but thought it's Sunday afternoon, what a great way to finish off the weekend. So for the nachos, we have got this mild salsa from Woolworths. I'm not sure if we've had this one before, but they only had the mild ones. Normally we'd get like a medium or hot, but all they had was mild, so I'm sure that will still be really, really tasty. And then chips wise, we actually got these from Aldi. These are their nacho cheese corn chips. I thought that they would go really nicely with the salsa, and we're going to have cheese, onion, I think some sweet corn, and I think some jalapenos as well. Oh, and we've got sour cream as well. So the nachos are in the oven. I think I forgot to mention that we have got breaded chicken on top of them as well. So I will show you them when they are done with a few little dollops of sour cream. The nachos are done and I've just got this sour cream to go with them as well. So I have just finished those very, very delicious looking nachos and they were absolutely amazing. So Tim made them. He is definitely like the best nacho maker, and I think I say every time he makes them they're like even better than last time. The salsa was really lovely, nice mild tomatoey flavour. The addition of like the onion and the sweet corn was really nice, and the jalapenos, and that sour cream as well from Aldi was really, really delicious. So absolutely stuffed now. I don't really know how much I'm gonna have later. I know this was like dinner for lunch type thing, but honestly probably have like a little bit of fruit or something later and I'll be absolutely done for the day. But yeah, first meal of my what I eat in a week is gone off to a really, really good start. So still feeling pretty stuffed from the nachos we had for dinner slash lunch earlier, but kind of feeling like I want a little bit of a tiny dessert before the evening's up. So going to be having a little bit of this Old Gold peppermint. We've already started it, not today, a few evenings ago, but yeah, this is just dark chocolate with like a liquidy peppermint centre, kind of like an after eight, but you get a bit more liquid than that. And yeah, I just thought this would be a perfect little tiny sweet treat to finish off the evening. So I'm going to enjoy that and I'll see you tomorrow for breakfast. So it's obviously now the next morning and really enjoyed my little chocolatey dessert last night, which was way too full to eat anything else after that giant portion of nachos. So for breakfast today I'm going to have some cereal. I've got a couple of options to choose from, so I'm not 100% sure which one I'm going to have, but I will obviously show you very shortly which one I'm going to have. And then just with that I'm going to have a coffee, maybe I'll have a glass of orange juice as well, I'm not sure. I will decide that when I make my breakfast. Breakfast time, so I've decided to go for Cocoa Pops. So breakfast was good. You would have seen that I opted to have like Woolworths own Cocoa Pops and just a cup of coffee. I think I might go for an orange juice later. Yeah, it was very nice as far as cereal goes, I guess, and I'll probably just see you at lunchtime. So it is a few hours later now. It's just coming up to almost 12 o'clock and feeling pretty hungry now, so it's time for lunch. So the plan is just to have a sandwich. I'm not sure if I'm going to have tuna in it or chicken. That's still to be decided. Probably tuna, actually. I'm thinking tuna mayo with sweet corn would be quite nice. And then probably have like some crisps or something on the side. Nothing too major, but will be nice and filling. And looking forward to sitting outside and enjoying that. So see you in the kitchen. So I have got my tuna mayonnaise and sweet corn sandwich, which I'm going to enjoy, and to go with it I've just got these nacho cheese flavoured shapes that we just needed to use up because we started them a few days ago, so going to tuck into that. It's now a lot later and it's snack time, and I'm just having a pear and a coffee. So it's now quite a bit later and I actually have work this evening, so having quite an early dinner. When I say early dinner, it's 5:30 and obviously I need to cook it, but tonight's dinner is very, very easy and it's going to be quite quick, to be honest, and it's just something from the freezer. So we're having some leftover Thai yellow sweet potato curry, or some of those words in that order, and then just having a few spring rolls with that on the side, and I'll probably have a little bit of sweet chilli just with those as well. But really looking forward to this because the first time round it was absolutely delicious, and I feel like it defrosted from the freezer. It's just going to taste exactly the same, if not better, and it's just a very nice, quick and simple dinner to do before I go to work later. So I've got my dinner now. It smells and looks absolutely banging. You probably will note the giant plate of spring rolls. Of course, me and Tim are sharing all of those, and I did opt to go for a little bit of sweet chilli sauce with it as well. So gonna tuck in and enjoy my dinner now. Well, I've just finished my dinner, had my sweet potato Thai yellow curry, and oh my goodness, it was so spicy. It's definitely been like marinating even more whilst it's been in the freezer, but it was really, really tasty and just nice and quick and easy before I go to work in a bit. The spring rolls were also really surprisingly delicious. It's the first time we've had these ones. They're actually from Aldi and come in a pack of like 60, which is ridiculous, but they literally tasted like takeaway spring rolls. They had loads of filling in the middle, the outside of them went really crispy, and yeah, they were just all round really, really delicious. Nice dipped in the sweet chilli, and also really tasty dipped in the curry sauce as well. So all in all, a really, really excellent dinner. Something nice and easy to tidy up from now, and I will see you at breakfast tomorrow. So it is now the next morning. Very obviously, I've just been sitting outside having a nice cup of coffee and a nice glass of orange juice. I've decided to have a Belvita breakfast biscuit for my breakfast. So these are the honey and nut ones with chocolate chips, and I haven't had Belvita biscuits for literally the longest time, and I certainly haven't had them since we moved to Australia, and I honestly can't tell you the last time I had them back in the UK. But if you haven't seen these, which to be honest you probably have, they just look like this. You get 4 in there, and I just thought, whilst I've got quite a bit of uni work to do, I haven't really, I still got time to go and make cereal and eat that. That sounds really lazy, but I thought these would be like a lot quicker to eat. They're not too unhealthy, and I could just munch on these whilst I'm doing my uni work anyway. They're really, really tasty. You can definitely taste the honey in them as well. So I'm going to enjoy these, and I'll probably see you a bit later, either for lunch or if I decide to have any snacks in between. I'll see you then. Well, it's now quite a bit later and it is now time for lunch. So I actually walked to uni earlier this morning just to pick something up, and I decided to visit the brasserie there to pick up something for my lunch. They do loads of really great food options. A lot of it is subsidised as well, so it's a really, really good price. They do like hot food, burgers, wraps, salads, pasta, you know, sandwiches, you name it, they pretty much have it in like snacks and drinks and everything as well. But I just picked up a sandwich from there. I'm gonna have some crisps with that as well, which I've already got here. So the sandwich I picked up is like roast beef and mustard and salad and everything. It looks really, really tasty. It's not one that I've tried from there before, and it only costs $3 as well, which is an absolute bargain. So I'm going to give that a go. and pick out some crisps to have with that as well. So here is my sandwich. So as you can see, it should be $7, but if you show your student card, you get obviously the food for cheaper. A lot of it's subsidised, so it only cost me $3. And I have gone for these cheese crisp things. I've had them before, they're quite nice, so I'm going to enjoy that and I'll see you after. Well, that sandwich was absolutely outstanding. It was so full of salad. It had really nice whole grain mustard. The roast beef was really tender, because sometimes if you have roast beef in a sandwich, it can be a bit tough, but that was really, really good. The only criticism is I probably would have got it on like brown or like wheaty bread if they'd had it, but they were only white bread sandwiches. But that's only like a small criticism. Just having a little glass of what looks like the world's weakest squash, but it is not, it is good. And the one that I'm currently having is this apple and raspberry cordial from Aldi, and I made the mistake when I first had it of putting like my normal amount of like squash in the glass, and it was so ridiculously strong. So you only need a tiny amount. It's really, really flavoursome. I think this is like the third apple and raspberry cordial that I've tried here now, but this is definitely the best one, and I think it's the cheapest as well, so even better. So it's obviously now a lot later and it is time to have dinner. So having nachos again tonight, but we're having barbecue chicken nachos tonight just to use up the rest of like the sour cream and like the onion and the sweet corn and everything. And to be fair, it's one of our favourite meals. Anyway, definitely getting like healthier towards the end of the week, so don't worry. But yeah, gonna get that all prepped now. Well, I say I prepped, Tim's gonna prep them because he is like literally the best nacho builder ever. So Tim has constructed the nachos and they are now ready to go in the oven. And the nachos are ready and they look absolutely banging. So again, I've just got the sour cream with them just to use that up. So I'm going to tuck into those. Well, I finally finished eating my nachos, and as expected, they were absolutely delicious. I am just very, very full now, so I'm just going to get tidied up from dinner and then carry on with the rest of the evening, and I guess I'll just see you at breakfast tomorrow. So it's now the next morning and I've got my breakfast. I have gone for, you would have seen, a bowl of like Jordan's muesli, which was the last serving in the packet, and I've had it a few times before and it's really tasty. And I've just got a standard coffee to go with that as well. So I'm back from uni. I just had a little coffee break at uni because my class finished a little bit early, so that was nice sitting out in the sun and having that. I've just had a latte, but now I'm back home and I'm gonna have some lunch. So I'm just having a roll today. I think I'm gonna have cheese and sweet chilli in it, and then probably just have some crisps as well, maybe a pear. Basically nothing too exciting. So I have got my rolls, as you can see. I just gave it cheese and sweet chilli. I've got a pear for like a little lunch dessert, and instead of crisps, I've actually decided to have this popcorn. So this is just a little bag of sweet and salty popcorn from Woolies. Just thought it'd make a nice change to having any crisps, so I'm going to enjoy that now, and I'll see you a bit later. Well, it is now very much later and it is time for dinner. So for dinner tonight, we're having wraps with halloumi and I think like some salad and whatever sauces we decide to have in our wraps, and then we're just going to have some shapes with the wraps as well instead of having like chips or anything. So I'll show you which flavour we've picked for those. So we're having these cheese and bacon shapes with them. We have had a few different flavours of shapes. We haven't actually had these ones yet, so I'm really excited to try them alongside my wraps. So see you when the wraps are done. So the wraps are now ready. We've got like 1.5 wraps each. So just gonna have those now along with those shapes. So the wraps were absolutely delicious. I think I forgot to say, but I had mayonnaise and sweet chilli in mine. I know I had sweet chilli at lunch, but I feel like it's like the best sauce that goes with halloumi. So that was really delicious. The shapes as well were really, really good. They were definitely more bacony than they were cheese. It kind of tasted a bit like smoky bacon, that kind of flavour, but yeah, they were the perfect addition to the wraps. Might have a little cookie for dessert because Tim picked them up today and they look absolutely banging. So they look like this. Probably just going to get tidied up from dinner and then like see how I feel Ari having a cookie or not. So another day and another breakfast. Today is something I've had already this week, and it's just these Belvita biscuits. It's the honey nut and chocolate chips one, just because I haven't got loads of time this morning before I need to get ready, like put some makeup on and go to uni. And I also have a coffee as well, just a standard coffee, so I'm going to enjoy that, and lunch will definitely be a bit more exciting because I'm going to have lunch at uni today. You would have seen I had my lunch at uni again today. So I had this, I say a salad bowl, wasn't really salad, but it was like roasted vegetables and quinoa, and it had a lemon dressing with it as well, which was really, really nice, really like fresh and just nice tasting. The vegetables in it were really good. There was like sweet potato, red onion, pepper, some spinach. So all in all was a really fantastic lunch. I also got a banana because if you show your student card at the brasserie there, you actually get a free piece of fruit. So I didn't fancy it at the time because the salad was quite big, but it's now like 10 to 4 and I had my lunch about 1 o'clock I think. But I've been in classes since I haven't really had a chance to film and didn't really want to film whilst I was like sat surrounded by loads and loads of people. So just gonna have this banana now for a little snack, and then I'll see you again a bit later for dinner. So dinner is in the oven, just something very, very easy tonight. We are having a like pre-made lasagna. It's absolutely massive, so this will definitely provide us with some leftovers that we might either have at the weekend or might just freeze a portion, haven't really decided yet. And actually to go with it, we have got some garlic bread and also some salad. So I'm actually really, really looking forward to having this tonight. We were supposed to have it last night actually, but it just didn't work out with enough time because I had work and everything. So yeah, looking forward to having that. Well, I've just finished my lasagna and garlic bread and salad, and I have to say the lasagna actually really far surpassed my expectations. It was so tasty. We added like a little tiny bit of extra cheese. It was just really, really tasty. We ended up having like half of it, so we've still got another portion for another day or like another lunch or something. And also the garlic bread was really, really fantastic. It was almost like a fancy baguette, but with like garlic butter on it. Definitely far better than like any garlic bread I've ever had in the UK, maybe apart from the like Tesco Finest ciabatta, but still that's like unbeatable. And then the salad itself was just fine because it's just standard salad, isn't it? Spinach and bits and bobs like that. So feeling very, very full now. I don't know if maybe we'll have a bit of like a small dessert later. We do have some cookies to have. We've got the cookies that I think I showed yesterday that I had one before I went to work, and Tim actually picked up some other cookies again today that were reduced, like white chocolate macadamia. So might have one of those, might have something else, might just have nothing because I'm super full. But I think this has been one of my favourite dinners so far this week. Well, it's now Friday morning and another day, another breakfast. So I'm just gonna have these Belvita breakfast biscuits again today. I was gonna have cereal, but it's like Don't know, I wasn't really feeling it today. I didn't fancy toast because I'll probably just have a sandwich for my lunch. So just going with the trusty old Belvita biscuits, which I know are really tasty. And I can't remember what other flavours they did of these, but I'm thinking once I have finished this whole pack, I will get them again because they're just so handy to have and just a really nice, quick and easy breakfast. So I'm going to enjoy those and I'll see you a bit later on. Well, it's definitely quite a bit later from when I saw you at breakfast this morning, but I ended up having a really late lunch because I had class running from 12 till 2. So Tim and I actually went to campus and had like a little picnic there, had the sandwich that you would have seen, some popcorn, which was becoming a new firm favourite, and a white chocolate and macadamia cookie. So definitely a very indulgent, like picnicky lunch, but thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to dinner later as well. So it's now pretty much dinner time, and we're actually having fish and chips and some veg for dinner tonight. So we just got like some frozen chips, some frozen fish and some frozen veg. So the chips have gone in the oven already. I thought I'd just show them once they're done because it's probably a bit more interesting, but they're just some like generic steak cut chips, I think. And then I can't remember exactly what fish we've got, but anyway, that's in the freezer. I need to put that on in about 20 minutes or so. And then we just got a big bag of mixed veg just to have with it as well. Oh, and we also have some tartar sauce, which I'm very excited about because I absolutely love tartar sauce with my fish. And might have a little bit of bread and butter as well with it, just see how we feel, because we do have some bread left over to use. But yeah, I'll see how kind of big it all looks and then make a decision whether I have bread and butter or not. I've just finished my fish and chips and veg, and it was amazing. The fish was really crispy and just really flavoursome. I think sometimes at home it's quite difficult to get like a good like frozen battered fish, but that was absolutely delicious. And we've still got some left over in the box for another meal, maybe like tacos or something. The chips are really good, had a bit of salt and pepper with those, a bit of tartar sauce, and the veg selection was really great as well. So that was everything that I ate for breakfast, lunch and snacks and dinner this week. Let me know if there's any particular dishes you thought looked good, or if there's any particular favourites you like to have or cook, then definitely let me know. I'm always up for trying out a new recipe or trying new foods. I think if I had to pick like a favourite meal for the week, I would probably say the lasagna. It definitely surpassed my expectations, and for like a pre-made lasagna, it was really good, and it had that real like crispy cheese layer on the top, which is exactly what you want from a lasagna. So definitely will be getting that again, and in fact there's a portion left over in the freezer for another evening anyway. But I really hope that you enjoyed this what I eat in a week video. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, leave me a comment, and if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you again in my next video.